Welcome to our channel. Today we list out top 10 strangest planets. So before we go, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Scientists have been exploring the evolution of our universe for decades, trying to gain a better understanding of the cosmic phenomenon exhibited by the celestial bodies that occupy space. They've found planets that come in all shapes and sizes, from small dwarf planets to massive gaseous planets, with some sharing similarities but many having their own unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest. Here is the list of top 10 strangest planets. Number 1, Gigajoule 1214b, a water world. Space.com notes that astronomers first discovered GJ 1214b in December 2009, and according to NASA, it's only the second super-Earth exoplanet for which astronomers have determined the mass and radius. The alien planet is said to be about 2.7 times Earth's diameter and weighs nearly 7 times as much as our home planet. Despite its supersized circumference, study lead author Zachary Berta observed that a huge fraction of its mass is actually made up of water, and the planet itself is enshrouded by a thick, steamy atmosphere, most likely generated from its soaring hot temperatures, which are estimated to be around 446 degrees Fahrenheit, or 230 degrees Celsius, on the surface. The high temperatures and high pressures would form exotic materials like hot ice or superfluid water. Number 2, WASP-107b, a puffball planet. The WASP-107b discovery was announced in 2017 as part of a study led by Dr. Anderson and a team of colleagues. It is described as being a Neptune-like exoplanet that is about as big as Jupiter, which is 11 times wider than Earth, but carries only 1/10 of Jupiter's mass, or about 30 times that of Earth. The planet's ultra-low mass means it packs an extremely low density, which can be likened to that of a marshmallow. For that reason, astrophysicists have frequently dubbed WASP-107b to be a super puff or cotton candy planet. However, new research shows the exoplanet's weirdness extends even further beyond its descriptors. According to New Atlas, a more recent study found the planet's solid core to have a mass of 4 Earths or less, with about 85% of its mass contained within its gassy atmosphere. These numbers defy models for how gas giants are formed, as it was previously understood that gas giant planets need a solid core of at least 10 Earth masses in order to attract gas. Number 3, TOIB 1431b, aka Mascara 5b, a hellishly hot planet. NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite first detected TOI 1431b in late 2019. Astrophysicist Dr. Brett Addison conducted a series of follow-up observations with a team of astronomers using a stellar observation network group telescope in the Canary Islands, along with other telescopes across the globe, to confirm the existence of the fiery planet. TOI 1431b, also known as Mascara 5b, was found 490 light-years from Earth by researchers at the University of Southern Queensland Centre for Astrophysics. The gaseous ball of flames is one of the hottest planets ever surveyed. It is described as an ultra-hot Jupiter, though it's nearly twice as large as its namesake, which is the solar system's largest planet. This is a very hellish world, dayside temperature of about 3000 K, approximately 2700 degrees Celsius, and nightside temperature approaching 2600 K, approximately 2300 degrees Celsius. No life could survive in its atmosphere. In fact, the planet's nightside temperature is the second hottest ever measured, Addison, the lead researcher of the study, said in a press statement. Number 4, HD 189733b, an atmospheric alien world. HD 189733b was discovered orbiting the star HD 189733 in 2005, according to him. NASA's catalog entry for the far-off blue planet reveals its mass to be 1.13 Jupiters, and Jupiter has a mass 2.5 times that of all other planets in the solar system put together. The atmospheric alien world stands out in the vast dense darkness of the universe because it has a bright blue marble appearance, which NASA says is generated from the planet's hazy, blow-torched atmosphere containing clouds laced with glass that rains sideways when combined with the ferocious winds that blow up to 5,400 miles per hour, 2 kilometers per second. Number 5, Kepler 16b, two suns Tatooine planet. Kepler 16b is an extrasolar planet that was detected in the Kepler 16 system during NASA's Kepler mission led by Lawrence Doyle of the SETI Institute back in 2011. The mission's research team used the data from the Kepler Space Telescope to search for transiting planets. And notice the brightness of this particular system dipped even when the stars were not eclipsing one another, hinting at a third body. The team discovered that Kepler-16b was in circumbinary orbit, circling 2 stars as opposed to 1. Which means that the planet would have 2 sunsets if you could stand on its surface, much like Luke Skywalker's home planet of Tatooine in the Star Wars saga. The discovery of Kepler-16b demonstrated the diversity of the planets in our galaxy and broadened the prospects of what scientists and filmmakers could conceive. Number 6 J1407b, an exomoon or a Saturn on steroids. J1407b has been referred to as a Saturn on steroids or Super Saturn due to its massive system of circumplanetary rings, about 640 times the one of Saturn's rings. It is an exoplanet located 434 light-years from Earth in the constellation of Centaurus and is the only known exoplanet with rings similar to Saturn. If this planet swapped places with Saturn, its rings would dominate the Earth's sky and would appear many times larger than a full moon. There is a large gap halfway through the ring system, and it's possible that a Mars-sized exomoon orbits the planet within this gap. If there are any aliens living on this exomoon, then they have an extraordinary view looking up into the sky. Number 7 Gliese 581c, a potentially habitable exoplanet. Gliese 581c is an exoplanet located 20 light-years or 120 trillion miles, 192 trillion kilometers, from Earth in the constellation of Libra. The planet orbits its star at a distance of 6.8 million miles, around 10.9 million kilometers, only 7% of the 93 million miles, 150 million kilometers, distance between the Earth and the Sun. Gliese 581c is tidally locked, meaning that one side of the planet always faces the star and the other side never does. The near side is experiencing scorching temperatures which would instantly melt you alive, while the far side experiences freezing temperatures that would instantly turn you into a frozen snowman. Between these two extremes, however, is a narrow strip of land with better conditions that could theoretically support alien life. In 2008, we sent a radio message at Gliese 581c which is expected to reach the planet in 2029. Number 8 HD 189733b, where it rains glass. HD 189773b is slightly larger than Jupiter in our solar system, and is located about 62 light-years away from Earth. The planet gets its deep, beautiful azure color from the planet's strange atmosphere, which is actually made up mostly of silicate atoms and particles. The wind speeds on the planet can actually reach as high as 5,400 miles per hour, which is actually around 2 kilometers per second, or over 7 times faster than the speed of sound. Temperatures can also reach way over 900 degrees Celsius, 1,652 degrees Fahrenheit, on the planet. What is horrid and frightening about this planet is that it literally rains glass sideways along with unbearably fast winds. If this exact storm were somehow to occur at the equator on Earth, it would travel all the way around the Earth in just a mere 5.5 hours. Number 9 WASP-12b, a planet that's eating up light. WASP-12b is one of the darkest known exoplanets. The day side of the planet eats light rather than reflects it into space. The exoplanet, which is twice the size of Jupiter, has the unique capability to trap at least 94% of the visible starlight falling into its atmosphere. The temperature of the atmosphere is a seething 4,600 degrees Fahrenheit, 8,312 degrees Celsius. The day side hoards all the visible light because it always faces its star. The planet orbits so close to its host that it has fixed day and night sides. WASP-12b completes an orbit once a day. The night side is much cooler, with temperatures roughly 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit, 3,992 degrees Celsius, which allows water vapor and clouds to form. A swirl of material from the planet's superheated atmosphere is spilling onto its star. This oddball exoplanet is one of a class of so-called hot Jupiters that orbit very close to their host star and are heated to enormous temperatures. Number 10 Ogle 2005 BLG 390 pounds, a frozen wasteland. After a journey of over 20,000 light-years, we have reached the constellation of Sagittarius. A red dwarf star glows faintly against the darkness of space. Red dwarfs are some of the smallest and coolest stars in the universe. The star is orbited by a distant planet. This planet is too far away to feel what little heat is generated by the star. It is one of the coldest known planets in the universe, with a freezing surface temperature of -220 degrees Celsius, -364 degrees Fahrenheit. The entire planet is covered in a thick layer of ice. Glaciers, canyons, vast plains and giant mountains of ice dot the surface. Life on the surface of this frozen wasteland is highly unlikely. Temperatures are so bone-chillingly cold that any life as we know it would instantly be turned into an frozen ice cube. However, things could be more lively deep beneath the hostile, frozen surface. The planet could have a warm core generating heat. Also, tidal heating caused by the gravitational pull of orbiting moons could keep the planet's interior warm. This could melt much of the inner ice and create a giant subsurface ocean of water. Hopefully, you've enjoyed discovering all of these top 10 strangest planets. Thanks for watching.